Okay. Well, it occurs to me that I kind of gave the Hanging City a bit of short shrift. You know, because I couldn't get to the Black Hole Forge. I explored like this one district, and there was this other, I think it was called the Meltwater district, which I figured wasn't important enough to look at. But then again, do I have anything new around here? Yes, I do. Here we go. I found a Nomai shuttle almost completely encased in ice. There were 3 Nomai aboard the shuttle. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm, while the other 2 explored the interloper. Well, that implies that, subsurface energy readings. I get the impression that I'm going to have to land on that thing again somehow. I did have a look at it, but problem is I didn't really get much of a chance. I mean, stupid thing crashed into the sun. Regardless, next stop is Brittle Hollow. Let's just say I have unfinished business there, some of which I didn't really realize that I had. Wait a second. But in order to get to Brittle Hollow, that's the problem. Why am I falling? Okay, do I not know which way is up? Okay, I'm going here, but I'm only doing it to get away from Terra Hearth. Okay, here we go. There, that's much better. Wait a second, am I gonna crash into the... Oh, thank goodness. Hold it. Oh my... Let me get out of here. Okay, well, I think the one thing I can be thankful for is that well, I gotta find where the Tower of Quantum Knowledge actually is. But I suppose I can... Well, the problem with getting there by the old city is that it's too, the old city is too deteriorated. So I'm gonna have to find my way to the tower based on knowing where these places are. I really suppose I should have... oh, this place. Never mind. Yeah, here it is. Okay, yeah, I should have marked it on the map, but the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, I noticed a couple of things about it. I'll have to point them out when I get to the crossroads. All things considered, I'm glad I survived. Where is this, by the way? Okay, that's the entrance to the tower. The Southern Observatory. Well, that's interesting. I never thought about this, but if that's the way to the Southern Observatory, maybe I can take it somehow. Problem is, it's a major crapshoot. I tried getting there by way of the gravity cannon. The problem is the gravity cannon's way too the observatory is broken. Is the right direction? Yeah. Okay, that's the crossroads. I'm always ridiculously skittish with these things. I mean, if one of them fails alignment, then it's off to the black hole, and then, well, I mean, can I afford to wait until... No, I'll probably asphyxiate out there. Well, no. There's the White Hole Station. There's always the White Hole Station. You know, I just realized that that tune the guy's playing is a little on the familiar side. Eerily so. So about those crossroads. I know they're around here somewhere. Okay, yeah, the gravity. This, I think, is why I decided to give the Hanging City a miss the first time, because it was altogether too easy, so I thought, to miss a stone here. Ah, here we go. So we've seen this map. We can't go to the Southern Observatory from here, but we can go north to the Hanging City, to the Gravity Cannon, and to, I think this is the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, and from the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, you can also get to the Southern Observatory. I guess I ought to try that, but only because I haven't tried it before. The problem is, I had a look at it, and the... oh boy. The whole thing is, like, broken, like, really broken. The way there, I mean. It's got this one, I don't know what you'd call them. I just say they're elevators. But it's directed like way out into space. The alignment's messed up. I don't know why anybody would build a place on a planet that was disintegrated. Okay, so here's the Meltwater district. Now I'm gonna hold on a second. Am I already here? Looks like I am. So the Hanging City, if you may or may not recall, but the Hanging City is directly below the North Pole. I don't know whether that makes this place meteor-proof, but it does make it something. So where is this? The Black Hole... Wait a minute. Black Hole Forge controls? The Black Hole Forge is all the way up on the north, on the like very top, and I couldn't get to it. Am I to understand that I somehow can? This is making me nervous. Yeah, these are the Black Hole Forge controls. I don't know what these do. Wait a minute. Hello, hello. Well, this is interesting. Apparently, I can operate the Black Hole Forge as though it was an elevator. The problem is... Wait a second. I remember going up there by way of the Ash Twin, and there was something... Yeah, the Black Hole Forge. There was this one place where I couldn't. I didn't want to jump in there. I mean, the Ash Twin shortcut led to this spot that there was like a big hole. It didn't really go anywhere, and I didn't want to step in it. And I was right not to. The Black Hole Forge just fits into there like hand in glove. Anyway, the Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Well, nobody seems to want to answer this. I don't know why. Honestly, I've never seen a conversation that, or rather I've seldom seen a conversation that short. Let me see. Yeah, I knew it couldn't be that short. Alright. Pick up the scroll. I have to go downstairs. This place doesn't have a safety railing. Honestly, did the Nomai just not believe in OSHA? Or did the railings all fall off somehow? Because of the bombardment. Okay, here we go. Solution 1, we could retrieve the warp core from the vessel, which is in Dark Bramble. Good luck. This would require a return to Dark Bramble Plume. My father said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor Coleus and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. What anglerfish? In Dark Bramble, there's an anglerfish? What Milleray and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. I wouldn't take it either. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint provided we're able to transport it back here. Come on. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Wait a second, there's somebody else here. I remember the anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. Well, yours truly couldn't get there, and he's an adult, or at least is supposed to be. Have I been here already? I'm not sure. I think I have. You know, I have an overwhelming urge to hold down shift, even though that's a Minecraft thing. There really isn't a sneak mechanism here. Hello? More writing on the walls. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young assistant, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis, this will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best. And as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will have to find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Okay, well, I wonder what's up here. Should I risk jumping up the... No. I mean, I know you're probably sick of me saying this, but it still bears repeating that there is a black hole in the center of this planet, and while it won't compress me to a geometrical, to a singularity, it will, well, prevent me from ever reaching this planet ever again, until I wake up at the end of the loop next time. At the beginning of the loop next time. Okay. Let's see, I've been here. I've been here. Is there a... Wait a second. No, I haven't. That's the way back. So... There's another building. I think it's this one. Yeah, I figured as much. It stands to reason that there'd be another scroll around here somewhere. Okay, let me just plug this thing in. What's it say? Solution 2, we could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. I think I just got finished hearing somebody talk about that. Well, that generated a lot of chat. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, its knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Inono, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting similar cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was crafted before my time, but Inono explained many of his designs to me. Alright, how about over here? This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. Speaking of, yours truly would like to go and see the Black Hole Forge if he can. But the real question is, do I have to go to the top floor for that? Let me just get on the elevator. I keep saying elevator. It's like a catch-all here. Now I brought the Black Hole Forge up. That's it up there. But there really isn't a way to get to its level. I mean, that thing, I would have to somehow make it all the way up there and come close enough. Yeah, I don't like my odds. Where does this go? It's just another building. Yeah, you may or may not remember, but I did make it to the area. The real problem with this is that I can't... was this area blocked off too? Yeah, so I can't get to the Black Hole Forge the way you normally would get to the Black Hole Forge. I have to use the shortcut from Ash Twin. The problem with doing that is that, well, the Black Hole Forge is way up there. Unless somehow... if I were to somehow angle myself through this crack, could I do that, I wonder? Oh, brother. That was close. Okay, so I didn't make it up there, but I didn't splat myself on the ground either. What if I went back to the controls and somehow stopped them? Like at a lower point. I mean, does it have to go all the way? Do I have to go all the way up to the black hole, to the top to go to the Black Hole Forge, or can I get away with stopping it in the middle? I'm not 100% sure how those controls work. I mean, arguably it's a question of going up and down between two locations. There's the darn thing. Okay, see, it's going down, and it's about to drop into the black hole, unless I stop it somehow. The problem is I can't stop it. It either goes up or it goes down. And if I were to send it back down again, then it would travel along these rails, keep going through the floor, all the way down to... Oh, it stopped there. Well, at least I know where the thing is now. It's on a lower floor, but can I get to it? That's still the question. Can I get to it? Alright, taking the elevator down to the lobby. Well, I have got to come up with a better term for this than an elevator. It is not an elevator. It is just a pathway where the gravity is a teeny bit different. Yeah, up is sideways. And the fact that the crust is falling in doesn't help either. So I did notice that there's a lower... sort of a lower path. Or at least what may or may not be a lower path. Hold on a second, that's ghost matter, isn't it? Let me just check. Yeah, not only is that ghost matter, but this, but the surface is falling apart. That doesn't help. Gonna have to go back up and refill my oxygen tanks. But at least now I know where the black hole forge actually is. Maybe if I were to time a jump very strategically, I may or may not be able to get to the black hole forge without having to go all the way up to the top. That's better. Okay. Downstairs we go. Down the wall. Alright, let me see if I can get to somewhere closer to this, or maybe to that path that I'm almost positive I saw. This way's down. Black hole forge. If I can see the rails, then I can see the forge. Yeah, that's it down there. But again, how to get to it? I can't exactly... The thing is, I can't exactly hang off the edge. And I'm sort of used to being able to do that. And there's this area, which has ghost matter in it. Where does that go? Looks like it's up somewhere. But hold on a minute. Let me just... get around here. Mind me, I'm just scouting for ghost matter. Why is this here if there's nothing down here? I recognize this place. It's on the other side of, unless it was to get to that elevator. But then again, I didn't want to go up. I wanted to go down. I know it was kind of a long time ago. Hold on a second. Okay, ouch. For the probe, that is. I was underusing them, wasn't I? But then, where does this go? And more to the point, is it even possible to... Well, alright. I see I'm very close to the actual, to the rails, so... Can't believe I did that. Oh, never mind. Yeah, normally I'd be a little irked about this, but in all honesty, I'm glad I just don't have, since it's so near the end, I might as well do something like this. Wait a minute. This is a floating piece of crust, isn't it? It's a floating piece of Brittle Hollow, come to think of it. You know, it may actually be possible to explore the Tower of Quantum Knowledge by... like this. I'm right by it right now. If I only had the chance, if I knew, like, when it came, I could voluntarily jump down the black hole. You see here. I'm at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, but the tower